So, in this week's Steel Cod Spotlight, we are taking a look at the 36-inch Pro French door fridge from BlueStar. Specifically, we're talking about model BBBF361. It's stainless steel on the outside and on the inside. And if stainless steel doesn't float your boat, there are over 1,000 color and trim options available. The refrigerator and freezer are both wide enough to accommodate commercial-sized sheet trays. That is very convenient for me when I order a sheet cake from Uber Eats at 2 a.m. in the morning. And finally, it's made in the good old USA, so go America. Anthony, what are your thoughts on this BlueStar French door fridge?
I'm so glad John picked that as the standout for this week, because this really is a standout for built-in refrigeration for what Tom mentioned, at least for me, and what customers I had that jumped out at this, because this was a fairly new product when I was still selling, was the room for sheet trays. And that's really is a real thing, whether it's coming out of the oven or needing to go in the oven, in both the freezer and both the fridge. That's pretty awesome. And it does tell you to the capacity, because a lot of times with built-in, what's the big questionable side of capacity is depth. You're making so often that sacrifice in built-in, and in this case, really not. So love this as a Steel Cod standout. John, hit it with why you've picked this fridge this week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys hit on all the major points, right? I mean, for me, it's more of a frustration play because this thing's been hiding in plain sight for probably way too long. And really, if we gathered 100 dealers together and we said, give me a one-word answer for BlueStar, they're all probably going to say ranges, right? So inevitably, their fridge kind of gets ignored, and quite frankly, it shouldn't. I mean, this thing is giving you the two things that you need to move a premium refrigerator, right? It has a real preservation story, and it has design control, right? And those are the two things that you absolutely have to have when it comes to built-in refrigeration. So it has dual independent compressors and evaporators. So we know no shared air, no odor swap, tighter humidity, all of those things, which is great. But the interior is stainless steel and glass, and it's not metal interior, it's a stainless steel interior, and that matters because that's going to be able to hold your temperature and clean faster than any other interiors that are out there. And you mentioned the capacity is 22.2 cubic feet, I believe, on this model, which is huge comparatively, right? Because as Anthony was alluding to, like every little, micro savings that you can get or micro add that you can get in cubic footage in built-ins truly matter. The sheet pan trays and all that kind of stuff are great as well. But you are also getting design control here, right? I mean, this is really what makes BlueStar BlueStar. That we know there's over 1,000 colors. We know there's multiple metal trims, so you can really give it a personality. It's made in the US, as Tom talked about, and the warranty itself is literally it's ironclad, right? So I like to point this out. We don't talk about warranties a ton, but it's important when it comes to this category because there are some separators there, right? 2-year full warranty. 5-year on the sealed system, that's parts and labor, and then I believe it's 13 years still on the sealed system parts. Well, the warranty's huge too. So you want to lead with the dual systems and this the stainless interior for the credibility of the story, but close it with the color and the trim because as I always talk about, you guys know, I mean, that's a real great way to add some kind of pizzazz to the kitchen that a lot of people really want to do. They want to take a risk with color, and these guys allow you to do it. It's a great fridge, and I mean, honestly, it should own a heck of a lot more of the market than what it's getting right now.